All right, we're live. Go.
Alright.
I am so very excited for this movie because the Mad Lad, from everything that I have heard, has finally done the thing that we've been saying he was going to do. He's overtly copied another film. We've talked about how he loves Arthurian myths. We've talked about how he just transposes comic books. And it's just like, look at the pretty scene. Don't think about all the continuity and the fact that nobody's really acting in it, but look at the pretty scene. This motherfucker has copied a movie, and I can't wait to watch it crash and burn, motherfucker. I'm so excited. I'm so
You know
excited
what?
for him to
That
get
was
out.
that was that was better than I was expecting, to be completely honest. And
Yeah, bitch.
hey, listen, trust me. I can occasionally recreate my rage when I'm
Mhm.
recording, but there are so many times where I'm just like, my first attempt at that, even though I fucked up a line, that was more authentic rage. So I'm like, all right, can't can't do better. All right,
Um.
so some
Oh, yes, yes,
context because
yes, yes,
I
yes,
kind
yes,
of
yes, yes,
just
yes.
started recording. We're watching Rebel Moon, Part One,
Let's
the
go.
Child of Fire, or whatever the fuck it's called. Because hey,
Famous,
for some reason we're watching Zack Snyder again.
famously, one of the actors has said, "Oh, you'll really get to know everybody in part two."
Oh yeah,
What does that
there
mean?
is
This is a
there
2 hour
is
and a half hour movie.
so many choice quotes that are just like, so you made a bad movie that we had to sit through. All right.
You, you know what this feels like? This feels, from everything I've heard from like specific actors and other quotes, this feels like an alternate timeline
Mm,
where the actors of Game of Thrones weren't desperately trying to keep it together,
mm.
even though they knew uh, um, that the last season was hot garbage. This feels like nobody knows how hot garbage this is.
I mean, again, Uh, I've not seen that much I've seen like the first like three trailers. I think
Yeah.
I saw them primarily through other people reacting to it, and I was just like, I mean, it seems like it could be fine, but again, and I think that, and I think I've said in the past that I'm like, hey, if he's doing his own thing, as long as it's not something like Sucker Punch, it's not
Yes.
explicitly bad. But well, I've not actually seen that much about this, and it doesn't
I
seem
will.
critics are a fan of it, so I
No.
probably won't be either. So, I guess without
I
further ado, we can. Yeah, unless you've got something else you want to say.
I will say this,
Hmm.
and it, I will give annoying credit where credit was due. Was even though I thought, uh, what the fuck is a zombie movie called again?
Army of the Dead or the other one?
Ar- the stupid one that he made, just the most recent one on
Okay,
Netflix,
Army of the Dead. He did
Army of the
also
Dead.
because he also did the Day of the Dead remake with James Gunn's writing.
Yeah. Yes. We're not gonna go there because there's a point that I have to make. Because then he made the Thief spin-off
Okay,
before the Dead thing.
so he didn't actually make that himself; he produced it,
Yes.
which
What
honestly is
I
very funny because it is actually rather generic as a plot line, but it's slightly better
what I
than his own heist movie.
what I will say is, Army of the Dead was curious. It didn't feel like a whole concept, but I was okay. I still hated the movie.
Hmm.
I had so many fucking Snyderism flaws, but at least it was like 70% original.
Hmm.
Oh boy, am I waiting for this one.
So, are we are we getting Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey level of copyright infringement?
Um, I
Where
think
it's like the only idea they had was, what if we made it a horror movie? Or
I
what if we
think
made it X? What if we changed very little about it, but we added all this
I
horror shit? Or I
I
don't know.
really think that he saw Star Wars, saw The Last Starfighter, and was like, "But what if I copy it, but but don't change enough?" This feels like if Spaceballs is parody, he thought this is homage.
That is a giant fucking space vagina.
That's a vagina.
That's just a space vagina, which is just Dune again.
Conquering everything in
We
its
have
path.
subtitles.
Unfortunately, I
Glory of the
do not.
world seemed
fine.
without end until the
So we kind of
treachery
just had to
of the
fuck that.
struck down the king and queen,
Music by Tom
severing the
Holkenborg.
royal bloodline forever.
Yes. John Williams is like second cousin twice
In the
removed.
chaotic aftermath of the
He's
king's
worked with
death,
Hans Zimmer,
several conquered
which is
planets
who
on
does all
edge
the
of
rest of his
mother
stuff.
world's
No,
reach
this
began
space
to
design
whisper
sucks.
of revolution.
Fuck submarines. Give
The
me
senator
bullshit.
named Belisarius
Nah, he's into World War
used the
II. You were getting
opportunity
subs
to
before you even
declaring
realized.
himself regent.
It's not copyright infringement if you change the words around.
What's doing it? He's just doing it. God damn it.
And hey, it wasn't on the planet. It was.
Wait,
Oh wait, it is on the planet. Just the planet breaks the
Planet.
fucking Roche limit.
And
Wow, we're just going for all the tropes, aren't we?
I don't know how
This,
that will
yeah, I am feeling the war movie. I'm feeling I'm a super soldier.
I'm a
that,
soldier.
Like,
I don't deserve to love.
You should get some rest.
like we're gonna learn that she is just the superest of all the super soldiers. Is she Riddick? Are we going for a Riddick thing?
I mean, let's be honest. If it was Riddick, we'd probably not be on a farm. We're a spacefaring. We're like. I think the other thing I have a complaint about is the fact that we're spacefaring, but for some reason, we don't have like actual fucking tools. Even though we have like pretty natural
Yeah.
hats, like again, like it's trying to go for
Yeah.
this mixed match approach,
think
and it
they
doesn't
want?
work for the world unless they're active, like for what they are as a spacefaring fucking nation.
I don't care what the potential upside might be.
They're coming! They're coming! They're coming!
Hey, look, the first child. I hope he doesn't die.
Here,
Oh, come on.
speeder. Hey, the speeder.
Yeah,
Could it
the
be?
speeder with the speeder noise.
Hey, this is speeder noise. Oh yeah, I fucking love their fucking music. Oh god, this is just Nordic Dune.
Honestly, they really should have just gotten the guy from Dune to do the music. Guy likes working, and he does really great work. This is just not doing it for me on the same level.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, just
weird.
land right here. That definitely would ruin all of our fucking crops.
Yeah,
Really, that
it's
could be
very-
characterization, but I'm not giving them an inch on that one.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh no, they're Nazis.
of course they are. They were going to be Nazis before we knew anything about the plot.
Hey, you know what's cool? SS soldiers again. SS soldiers.
Hello.
They're
I
just.
am Sindri, father of
It's
the city.
even
Welcome.
more
I'm
blatant
Admiral Atticus
than I
Young,
would. Wait,
Lord
it's the
Representative
same
of the
guy.
King. I welcome you to his warm embrace.
You
Well, you
could
think the
have
King will be
any
more
of the space technology
Is there
not,
much of that prosperity
like,
left
you
in
know,
you?
make it harder
We
for
are a
yourself.
community. The credit is no one person's.
Well, they
In the
do
best
live
of
on
times,
the
the credit
outer
shared,
reaches.
but-
To
Yeah,
be
they live on
fair.
the outer
still
reaches,
works
but they
and
had to
no
get here on a fucking
responsibility.
spaceship. I feel like
Ways
they
of
can have
believing,
some technology
I suppose.
from post the
Somebody
Stone
got-
Age.
Somebody got
So
here
you-
on that spaceship.
Us to the land.
That's fucking
And honors
stupid,
the
bro.
sacred fields
You
that
live
give
out
us
next to
life.
Saturn.
Well, there's always the peace of mind knowing that you're playing an invaluable role in the important mission of rooting out.
And
enemies
also,
from
you can
Mother
have tractors.
Never have the tractors.
Like, again, like, I guess it'll come up at some point. I do have that whole conflict with how
It's quite
the
a
internal
proposal.
logic of the
Yes.
Amish work,
If only we had some surplus to offer.
but
We see the land.
at least they
is
waste their
rocky
time
and yields
properly.
barely
And they're
enough
not, you know,
to feed our
literally
souls. So
spacefaring.
it is with sincere
Like,
apologies
any
that we
amount
must
of
decline the offer.
spacefaring Amish does
However,
not
we are
work for
grateful
me.
for the
Just
presence of
doesn't.
such a benevolent and
Yeah, no, it's you.
Yeah, no, I felt it coming.
Yeah, that was so fucking loud.
Oh, come on! I... Yo! Okay,
Red.
lightsabers. Alright,
Sword.
cool. Cool.
Lightning swords. That's what we call it.
I will take away points, though, for a $166 million budget, not understanding that that the tin that had something poured in should have something come out when it hits the ground. Felt it coming. Felt it coming.
Kiss the robot. Kiss the fucking robot. Be a robot.
Okay, that was cute. Making
Yes.
that to be the way the robot blushes, that's cute.
Farming. That is our skill. That we can do.
Yeah, and then you're fucking stuck under indentured servitude for the rest of your goddamn lives.
Yes.
And they said they want everything, so being like, okay, we're just gonna give them more is the stupidest fucking solution.
You heard them.
Again, that is character problem, not actual story problem.
Even after what they did to Sindri.
No, I mean I
This
can't.
place is already lost.
If I train this village, it becomes a ripoff of Seventh Samurai, and I can't do that again in Star Wars.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device.
They are spacefaring. They should have at least, like, something a little bit more complex than a fucking plow.
She's gonna see a girl get sexually assaulted, and then she's gonna go into action.
Oh no, not the water! Hey, protocol droid, could you do something too? I feel like you'd have an anti-rape system.
No.
Bite his fucking finger! It was in your mouth! Get her. We need a second one. There's only like 3 women in this village, and only 2 of them are hot.
Wait, here we go. It's a sucker punch moment. It's.
Yeah, no, he did something now.
Oh god, she shot the gun out of his hand. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, but here's the thing. If that's what the gun does to metal, why doesn't it do it to bodies?
Yeah, no, like, you just saw her shoot his head through the bottom of his neck. There should be a liquid on the floor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dude, what, is he gonna hit perfectly?
Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. We know the trope. We know the trope. The guy's got the fucking flower crown on.
But will he do? Will he do?
Yo! Fucking from the side. Okay, that was cool. That was
Okay, that
cool.
was a cool shot. Wait, that was a cool shot.
That was a really cool shot.
Good
That was,
shot.
again, cool moment. Absolutely did not earn that cool moment. You have like 6 guns, and they can shoot you from space. Like, they're currently in orbit. All they need to do is just like orbital laser the fuck out of you.
So you're saying she's a general now?
A safe
So-
journey.
How is she
To the
this
both of
high
you.
up?
And unknown by the villains? I don't know.
Yeah, like, wouldn't she be wanted?
That and more.
Okay, so she's a general deserter, and she's still
Anything
not.
else you wanna ask me?
What? Like, people don't know who the fuck she is.
It won't just kill us.
Got it.
Oh, there's nothing in the.
Wait, hold on. How the fuck is it empty and making a charging noise? Wouldn't the super smart gun understand the fucking weapon? The fact it was out of fucking ammo?
I'm quite literally
Why, of the
speaking how
hundreds of
stupid
thousands
that is.
that died at his hands, he chose me to live.
Why?
Saw
I
something
mean,
in me as
He
well.
wanted a child of war, obviously. Like,
Someone's sharing.
are we
his
gonna
life.
pretend that it's not the most fucking obvious thing?
Family.
Why is he still
Living a
young and
life
you
of
age
privilege.
What?
immediately?
Why does that look like off-brand? What's his name?
Yeah.
Dr. Gordon from Saw,
Yes. Oh,
Despero from Psych.
yes.
I'm forgetting his name.
And it is him.
Wait, no! They did not! You're not allowed! You're not allowed to use
That has
him?
to be him.
To fight for the mother world.
I mean, at least he dies.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait,
like,
hold
it's
on.
a-
Now we're doing text? You could have done
Yes.
that fucking, like, 20 goddamn minutes ago, and we'd have less fucking problems with the script.
They did a little. They did a little bit of that.
They did a little, but like they should have done that for the fucking.
God. Wait, time out. Please put a pause for a second.
All right.
Is this the fuck? Is this just
Yeah,
Japan?
yeah. No, you.
Our best chance to find
God,
out
I hate when people
contact
don't
the
use
Legions.
circular coins.
It
There's a
might be
reason
this.
why
First we'll
all
find out
fucking
what
currency
see about your rebels.
became coins. Easy to print. And
Ah.
I don't like you.
Move on. He's not for sale.
I'd be
Okay.
careful if I were you, little miss.
I like the alien.
Looking for him ended up
Of course, it's a little bit too brain parasite, but you know.
outside
Yeah.
the Coliseum entrance. As a warning, not to bother him.
It's just like
So he's
it's
on pause.
interesting, but just bizarre.
That's your plan?
Like it's overly
my
showy.
plan.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
like the thing with like
What?
cool aliens
Guess
that
we
they
didn't find
never
shit to
need
take
to
us
be
to
overly
Polis.
showy. They just exist.
You're catching on.
Yeah, but
And I don't. Yeah.
hey,
Oh, hey, look.
you will be my slut, or I'm gonna kill you.
You should have killed me. Now you're gonna die.
I'm gonna give you one
Space
chance
blunderbuss. All
to
right.
just turn.
Why does it do that weird goop thing on everything but human flesh?
Human flesh.
It,
That's what
it
I'm-
is only human flesh that doesn't do it that way.
like it's clearly supposed to be.
Oh,
like a-
and that one went through them, even though the previous time we saw the gun used on. Yeah, hold on.
No, it
Guys,
did go
no,
through
it didn't
them.
do it. It didn't go through them with the first scene. The first scene where we saw the gun used on someone's neck. It didn't go through the top of his head.
I guess. Yeah.
Like again, consistency is important.
Yeah. Oh god. Look at his cool gun.
I knew we were gonna do because we understand the language of badass.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for the behind the
So,
scenes
I
thing
knew
where it's
what
like,
was
oh,
what
we
it
just made them all speak this weird
Soldiers for
fake
fighting
language
against the
that's
Mother
like similar to like
Well, my name's
After
Kai.
Earth, not After Earth.
My ship's down
Fucking-
in port.
Wait, is the Will Smith movie After Earth?
Yes, after.
Okay,
I mean,
because that one had that
Scientology
weird
movie.
like Cajun accent,
Yes,
but like
Scientology.
was supposed to be the future speak, and I was just like, no, that's just like Cajun with extra steps.
Yes.
You ever been off planet?
That ship is way too big
did you
for
do on
a
the
single
farm?
person.
No, it's not
Oversee
Ray
the
Fisher.
harvest,
Okay.
planting, cataloging seeds, and making
I
sure
didn't
that
know
sounds
Ray
great. You
Fisher
might
was
wanna
from
hold on.
Jersey. Good for him. I still don't like him. But
Good for him, but you know, he is a bit of a drama queen.
And a terrible, terrible cyborg. Literally, it was bad. I'm like.
Like
your
it was a
scenes are
bad
cut,
performance.
Jake.
Like I don't think there was any version of that would have worked that well.
See,
Like the
that
writing
were
was the
cut.
problem first and foremost. I'm not gonna say it was
Yep.
his acting explicitly.
No.
Like
No, but-
it was primarily writing on both ends.
Yes, but the scenes that were cut were definitely cut for a reason, and it was because it dragged the plot to a place that nobody understood. Oh, what is this? Does he burn himself?
Nope, this is
or-
Dune scene.
Oh my god, it is Dune.
It's,
Oh my
it's
god.
David Lynch's Dune too, which is why
No, because to be fair, I do love David Lynch's Dune.
I
even
loved.
if it's not
I
perfect.
respect it a certain amount, but like
Come
it's
in.
weird to just add it.
Yeah.
Couple dozen seasons
That's
we should be
dragon.
square. What's it to you?
You mind if we talk to him?
Or Griffin.
I'm going
Put me a
Griffin.
Dale in it for you.
Griffin seems more to speed.
Well, if there's money to be made.
I don't like this. God, I don't like this. He just. Okay, here's the random blacksmith. That's
These
cool.
people want to talk to you.
What got that chain on your leg?
A long road of mistakes. But if you're here to accuse me of crimes against the mother world, I'm guilty as charged. Take it up with him.
No, that's not why we're here. We're here from a small village, and we're looking to hire some fighters to train and protect us against a force from the mother
We're
world.
trying to do Seventh Samurai, and it's
I'm no
taking
friend of
so
mine.
long to get there.
That's well
Oh my
known.
god.
And
It is. It's the
I'd rather
bandit,
fight
the
with you, but
warrior.
I have a debt on my name, and I honor my debts.
Here's the thing. So, remember when I was mentioning coding?
Can you ride him?
Oh, he's touching this weird
Yeah.
mysticism thing on his chest.
Yeah. Because you know you did Space Native American,
God damn it, you did do Space Native American. God damn it.
and you're gonna have him tame the monster because he knows the thing with nature. Because you are fucking not subtle in your coding. Like again.
Here we go.
She'll
Let it be.
tear you apart.
Drop your leads and clear out. Now.
Suit yourself. Drop them.
I will tame the beast.
Honestly, I kind of want this to not fucking work at all, and he just gets murdered the fuck.
No, I've seen this scene.
No, I've seen it. I saw it in the trailers too. Like I plus, you know, you knew what was gonna happen because
Wait,
he is kind of
let's hear
falling
it
back on
speak.
tropes. It's gibberish.
God.
Looks like he's riding on the back of a bird. They're just like, I imagine him riding on like a fucking pigeon, and that's making the scene so much better. Because now I'm thinking of it as a Tom Thumb badass, rather than just a standard trope.
What are you doing, lady?
Slow-mo.
What's happening? What are these scenes are pointless? He's doing the thing. It's just scenes. They don't. This is not establishing shit. What is this
I
establishing?
mean, it's establishing that he's a badass that can talk to the animals, because you could have just assumed that based on who they cast, because Zack Snyder, you fell into the trope, you motherfucker.
But it's not even just that though. This scene could have been like 5 minutes shorter if you walk onto him doing this.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's wearing a poncho.
Yeah, it's a poncho, but it's okay.
You are gonna be thrown off into space, buddy. Dead. Kill him! Kill him! Yeah! I appreciate that. I appreciate that they weren't actually tamed. They just he just respected her better than the other one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Again, I like that.
This was good.
And having it build up to that,
Along the way.
I'll give it credit.
That's a good scene.
We could have pruned it though. We still could have pruned it.
Yes, you could have pruned it. It doesn't need to be 2.5 hours. Like that scene, we could have come with him doing that.
Yeah. We could have still had the just change where the scene started.
Yes.
Hey, look, fucking Mustafar.
Oh my God, it is. Look at our oil drilling.
Although
planet.
this also does look like my fucking Satisfactory plant. Like, just fucking... I will say I am disappointed by... Again, like, this comes from, as someone that likes my sci-fi, using sci-fi, I kind of wish there were more monster-like creatures. Like, stuff that is incompatible with human biology.
You know what
type
bothers
stuff.
you? Where the fuck is the robot? And the other deer?
He's back at the village right now.
When does Sons of Anarchy man betray them? Because like he has the loosest reasons to do this.
That hat has no structural integrity.
No, it doesn't. It's literally just there for like. Okay, that has to be a separate hat. That thing can't stand on its own.
You know, there is a wire frame in that is holding that in place.
Okay, I like your cool arm though. Your arm is cool. Is it like a robot arm or is it just like that thing too? Like I want somebody with a robot arm.
Okay, okay. Arachne. We're going into Greek myth. He's read one more book since the last time.
I just want to talk. That's all.
Although I think he's just ripping off Destiny right now.
Let's see.
But I'm not stupid. I know why you're here. You want the child.
Yes.
Yes.
I want the
know.
child you fucking
You can't
kidnapped.
have this one. This one is mine. She has a mother who's waiting for her.
Could you do the knife slice thing, the one that we know is gonna happen, so that I can see this person's face? Oh, okay.
Here we go. Kung Fu. Kung Fu.
The sound effects wrong for those legs.
Also, you have more legs.
You have way more legs. This
But
is what
also-
happens when you try to incorrectly do a fight scene with, you know...
But yeah, but also, why did you hold the child?
It's because she wanted one, apparently, because...
Kid, move.
Yeah, she like, just held still, where she could have been very easily stabbed by one of the many legs. Like, again, when you make a fight scene with multiple, like, appendages that can attack, make all of the appendages matter. Hey, guys! There were multiple guns in this fucking scene.
Okay, she does have a robot arm, thank God.
Okay, yeah.
Thank God. But, like, she doesn't have a robot arm, even though it looks like one. Let's go. I will be sad. Also, how does your arms function? So, like, I will give credit right now to Snyder for not going balls to the... Okay, everyone here could just shoot this thing.
Yeah, no, there were multiple people with guns right now. Just
yeah, I don't...
One of them. Shoot.
So, like, I'll give credit to Snyder where Snyder is due. She is not doing wushu combat. Okay, but what?
Couldn't you have done that earlier? But you could have also done her head.
Yeah. Well, like, this is also, like, a weird thing, because it's like, why are you attacking, like, again, this feels like a Bakemono kind of thing, where it's like, she's like a demon hunter, essentially.
Well, yeah, no, that is kind of what they're going for.
But, like, I don't know, man. I'll give credit where credit is due. He's not doing, like, weird wushu combat.
For now. I'm not willing to just take it away.
Do not celebrate this.
Like, it sucks that she, you know, lost her planet, but, you know, she was a sentient species. She could have, you know, done something other than just kidnap a child.
Yeah, right? That's a weird one.
Like, especially when you have your villain talk, your baddie talk, in a way that shows that they have more cognizance. Like, I'm not gonna feel bad for them for doing something completely evil.
I was just trying to help.
Unless you, like, show their logic properly.
It's for you.
And the old stories of the queen.
Okay, here's the force powers.
Power to give life.
Yeah, oh, no.
Force powers, force powers, force powers!
Created in
But, like, the only like, cool ones, though, because being able to push things, that's not cool. So, power of life and death instead.
But
it's fine! It was gonna be space magic!
But it's so obvious.
Now, if it's gonna be, like, a Deus Ex Machina near the end of the movie that's gonna suck, which is probably gonna be, let's be honest. There's some things that he's way too much a fan of in the tropes folder.
Oh, God.
Carrie.
After all these.
You're too good for this movie. And I'm saying this as the person who was in Saw. Like, you deserve Saw more than this.
You're safer.
Rat King, Rat King, Rat King!
You sure this is a good idea?
Let's clean him up and get him sober.
Yeah, I'll do it. You got him, lads.
Really? This is what we're doing?
Yes.
We're just cleaning him?
Like, we're assembling an army, but, like, very fucking slowly when there's, like, an entire rebel alliance that we can...
Remember, 9 weeks.
That's enough. Thank you.
Honestly, I really hope we come back to them and they're just all dead. Everyone is dead, Dave. Everyone is dead. I just want that. Just like, oh no, we spent too much time building up the army and we just forgot them.
They're just dead. Oh, it's Black Adam.
Yeah,
He's the
no,
wizard
yeah,
of Black
yeah,
Adam. That's what it is.
Yeah, Shazam. He's the Shazam guy.
Yeah, he's the Shazam guy. I'm like, I've heard this like Billy Batson.
Yeah, I mean, he's done. I think he's done it in one other movie as well. Hold on, let me just check his IMDb. Oh, hey, he was in Gladiator.
Yes, he was in Gladiator. This is on the nose a lot.
A little bit too much.
So wait, what did she say to him to like make him sad?
You're the. Oh, hey, he was in the 7th Samurai remake called Seventh Son.
What is this?
Why do you look like the most of a Mormon?
You let me go if I tell you what I know.
Set you free, you have my word.
Yeah, but you'll die.
I've seen every Blood Axe for a full season. But at the time, they were on Sharan, under the protection of a king called Levitica.
Wait, hold on. This is the fucking
Levitica.
This was some time ago, but they were definitely there. Talk to him. To Levitica.
I certainly will.
But I'm also gonna kill you.
Also, why is your tie tucked into the pants? That's weird.
It's a really long tie.
It's tucked into the pants.
Yeah, no, it's a really long tie. It's gotta go somewhere.
Thought we had a deal?
Yes, we did.
Oh.
You're free.
What is the point of that?
That is such a waste. That is such the waste of a fucking you already have him tied up. You could just shoot him with the gun.
He's just
pay our
talking.
respects to King Levitica.
He's just talking carbonite.
For sure.
Like that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, again, carbonite was untested. That's why it was unusual for people to use it as a solution. And honestly, why I was a little bit annoyed by how the Mandalorian used it, because it was untested. They weren't sure if it fucking worked.
That's bizarre.
Vagida Maraya Reis. Geni Zukati Reiti. Shelayu Devra Danyi Reis.
I like them. They're squids, but I like them.
Dusa Reikite. Wu Shase.
Levitica. Ashere. Satijika. Isuda Gidenya Luas.
Okay, can we translate? No? We're not going to?
Hold on.
Like,
I'm gonna check this because I do have, I think, a copy of the subtitles, but they don't pop up on screen.
Look. No, but I feel like that was him being pretentious. Oh no, they're here!
They sold him out! Oh my god, I'm so shocked by these random characters.
But here's not just that. Why would I don't know. Why would you not have defenses?
Why would you have defenses when you're a squid person? Hey look! There's Gallifrey now in the back.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, it is Gallifrey.
You cannot use circles in your thing without accidentally invoking Gallifreyans.
Okay, here we go. Here's Blood Axe, man.
Yep, there's Blood Axe and there's Ray Fisher as other Blood Axe. I think he looks good with a beard.
And hair. The hair's nice. He looks bigger.
It is helping that he is standing next to a person that is, way shorter than him.
Farmer.
Okay, so let's say you want to do this way. You want to have these simple farmers that are not able to. You should not have singular people able to have spaceships. You need to make, what you need to do is make it so that anything that can travel across planets is a massive fucking ship that has, thousands of fucking seats
cool?
on it. Like, you have to make it mass travel rather than actual, where people can just casually get on a ship.
Fight in the open against the King's case.
If the farmer found us, it won't be long before Noble does. Rather than hide behind it.
Okay, I'm appreciating this. This is working for me.
And honestly, like, hey, guess what? He's acting the best he has in a while. I'll give him kudos.
Oh my god, it's blue. This is Braveheart.
I am Spartacus.
Emilius. Why am I not surprised?
Oh no, did
Who's
it
going
pause
to make
for
sure
you?
you'll return in one piece?
Oh no, no, it's good. You still there?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that didn't crash. Okay, here's the weird Yojimbo tribe.
I don't know what he has with women with short hair, but Zach, you need to chill it out.
It's a fascination.
It's too often. Like, it is approaching Tarantino with his foot thing. Like,
I think
a little bit too often do you use the bald woman badass. Or near bald.
I think what it is that
This isn't suicide after all.
he enjoys men with long hair more than women with long hair for fight scenes, maybe. But like, it is a very curious concept. I think in this context, it's not terrible. But because I mean, like, other Blood Acts had.
Yeah, no, there were others, but like the character that came up first.
Blood Axe? You think they shouldn't?
It's really your fault anyway. Making me want to be an honorable man.
I'm being driven mad by the fucking. You hear the background noise?
You wouldn't need me to join you so
I
badly.
do.
That's the computer noise they use in fucking Star Wars. Like, admittedly, it's used in a lot of sci-fi, so again, I have to give it some leeway. But the fact you're choosing the one that did play in Star Wars does bug me.
Wow. To remind us of the power in that benevolent
Oh,
day.
do they blame her for killing them? Oh my god,
Of course he does. Of course.
To remember.
Of course, we're like ripping off Grant Morrison's fucking Klaus in this as well for some reason. Because, yeah, she killed him, even though she fucking didn't. Or, it's more complex than that.
Of course. Oh my god, did you hear that?
Oh, that's the laser noise.
He can't fucking help himself.
I don't know why he's tied the sound effects to it so much. Like, I have to assume it's like his editor or something, but like... Oh, hey, look.
Oh, look at Space Yamato. It's...
Although, I will say it is very telling that the few aliens that they've actually had to do anything in this are the ones that are more human designed, except for that one that literally had to use a human to talk.
Well, we also have the spider.
We had the spider lady, but she was still human-like.
Yeah.
Again, like once you get too close, once you basically put it to be through a human mouth, then I find it kind of cowardice.
Look, it's Camino. Did you know? We loved Camino.
Nah,
but it's
you can see it's hover. It's Camino mixed with Pandora.
But like, why is it built into this?
And Cloud City.
Yeah, this is Cloud City.
Camino and all the other ones as well. Just all of them all at once. Because we're only gonna be able to rip off on it one time before Disney's like, hey, hold on a sec.
Good.
Lies.
Again, I'm just waiting for the traitor moment because we're skipping ahead to episode 5.
Yeah, like this is like clearly he's gonna like the ship's gonna leave without any of them on it.
Admittedly, hey, if Zack Snyder doesn't do that, I'll respect it, but let's just be honest, I don't trust him.
Keep eyes from above!
Well, at least we have someone keeping eyes on it. Yeah. Although, oh, yep, it's traitor moment.
Yeah.
I appreciate you spoiling it early, Zach. I'll say that. Like, we didn't need to put up this pretense.
People who are not named. Oh,
Okay,
all...
okay, cool. Okay, cool.
Hey, that's kind of cool. You know
Although,
is,
yeah, you should be able to identify that from fucking space.
Yeah, I'm
like, hey,
sorry.
look, that
Come
weird
on.
box thing that's made to capture people.
Tarak Decimus. Or should I say Prince Tarak?
Wait, he's a
General
prince?
Titus. He's known for that
Of course he's a prince.
Sarah will precede him. The farmer.
The farmer. I'm moving on. No, you're supposed to move on. The joke is, literally, he doesn't matter.
I understand why all of them are here. Oh.
Hooray, exposition!
I'm so fucking annoyed that none of these characters are fucking talking. You've given them a fucking, a place where they can, you know, speak their mind and have them do major characterization, and you just don't?
Most wanted fugitive in the known universe.
And you don't have photos of her?
Scargiver. Arthur.
Again, she has names, she has these things, and apparently you don't just recognize her.
Yourself as such?
Why is his uniform a fucking Mormon? Ah yes, the Impractigun! It's like, okay, so, it's very clearly inspired by the, weapon, the thing that, you know what they do, right? What it's inspired by? It's the compression gun from, that's used to kill cows. It's very much inspired by that, but, like, it doesn't have the, like, if that's the case, then this should be the thing designed to shoot cows, or, like, hold cows in place, but it's not.
Right, here we go. What's he gonna do?
Like, all it's gonna do is just... It's such a fucking terrible fucking... Cora, I love you. I've barely shown it in this movie beyond some weird glances. Which could also mean I'm a creeper. Thank you.
He's super dead. There we go.
Good. Of course, we're still incompetent.
That's kind of sad.
Fucking
though,
stormtroopers have better aim.
Yeah. Why are you also not shooting? Just kill the ones that are not paralyzed. That would be a smart idea.
Yeah, just shoot the ones that aren't able to move.
Yeah. Why are you shooting?
Wait, hold on. How did detaching the gun release the body?
There is a locking mechanism.
That is so fucking stupid. Because what if someone doesn't kill the person inside? That is such a design flaw.
It is a design flaw. It's almost like it was only made for this moment.
God. I didn't think about it earlier, but now that I am seeing it, I'm just like, I hate that now. I hate it now, even though I liked it before.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good. The rest were just use the proper, you know. Throw him off! Yeah! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ray, you're good.
Yeah.
Like, when you should have, like, at that moment, you should have known you were fucked and, like, just tried to get one started as fast as possible.
Oh, here we go. He's just gonna magically... Also, magically, this guy's a really good shot. I kind of do love how our Conan character is a fucking just Prince of Nowhere land.
Yeah.
I don't know why I find that to be hilarious.
Suppressing fire! I love that he was introduced with a gun, but then goes into a fucking melee only. Almost immediately. Oh no, we're doing another jump! We're doing another jump!
Are you saying he's not important? Are we saying she's the important one? No!
No! You do not kill this character! Ray, you deserve better than this!
What? No.
Ray!
Let the character live.
You fucking missed?
Oh, he did.
And he's dead.
He did.
Oh
no, wait,
my
no, wait.
god.
Wait,
No,
he may survive.
He may survive. Yeah,
No.
with fucking several tubes through him.
No, Ray!
You should have stabbed him in the fucking head.
Come on. Yeah, this is weird, man. I just want to point out you killed your black character first, technically. Oh, God, that's annoying.
Honestly, they should have had one more character introduced to die before him. But that also means the movie was even longer, so I'm gonna call it a wash.
Also, this lady that's gonna avenge him has no fucking characterization at all.
No, her characterization is revenge. Like, that's it right now.
Like,
that is what you get. That is what you get. Even though she's had, like, no dialogue, no characterization.
Yeah, like, come on, dude, you're doing
But neither did Ray, really. He just had a name and a cool fucking design.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
Like, I don't know. Again, like, I think I'd prefer this if it had a second draft. Lady, you're too close to that. It's a still exploding ship. It's not gonna fucking.
For a moment, like what? Like is she Obi-Wanning right now? Like, what is this? What is this? Doesn't make any sense. How much of the movie is left? Where is this going?
Too much. Too much for this to be. We still got another fucking, like, 20 minutes. I will say that, like, at least in comparison to his last movie, this is not feeling... It's not feeling the 2 hours that we've been going through.
No.
Unlike the 4-hour fucking waste of time that felt, like, way longer.
Oh, God.
But we are doing... This is now episode 5. We're about to cut off...
Yeah, it just feels like moments again.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, we knew this was... We knew...
Going in.
We knew we were gonna get moments first and foremost.
Oh, hey, look, it's her turn.
It's a fucking stick. Why are you acting afraid of it? It genuinely doesn't do anything but be a stick.
I know, that's what I'm trying to figure out. She's also, like, the greatest fighter known to man? I'm so confused by this.
Episode 5,
Okay.
and baby!
Oh my god, it is episode 5. What are we doing? I hate it. Yeah,
She's gonna use it as a rope.
Get to the ladder.
Hey, look, the violin! Even the violin made it!
Yeah. Yep. Why would you wrap that around his
That
fucking
was
neck?
such a waste of the rope!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
No,
I don't need another fight scene. The other ones were better. Like, I have complaints about this one.
No, this is Ray.
Oh no! She broke the stick! It's not like he can do anything else but use the stick.
No, it's Ray and fucking Kylo Ren. It's Ray and Kylo Ren.
I am so disappointed by the fact that they had a gun and they just didn't use it. They threw it away! Like, I understand we have another movie to go, but...
Yeah.
Just...
Also, but how is he better than her, almost better than her, with a broken arm? He should not be
And
on
another
par
broken
with
arm.
her. Well, no, it's the same arm broken, but it's like he should not be on par with
Why
her.
the fuck is he still taking punches? Kick this Mormon off the fucking counter. Fucking Christ.
He has to stab her. Or she has to stab him. Like, these are
I was joking about Mustafar. I was joking. No one's ever really gone. I swear to fucking God. Oh hey, we're back in Space Japan.
We're in Space Japan.
Space Ancient Japan.
Right?
Let's modify it. Space Ancient Japan.
Well, why would you land here? Why would you not land in home?
Because
What
you don't
about
want to
the
move all
robot?
the dirt. Obviously.
Where's the robot?
The robot won't matter till next movie.
and everybody is dead. I hope
Hey,
this
look!
village
There's
fucked.
6 of them, and who will the 7th be? Is it possibly the
The
robot?
robot?
It's
I know.
7 Samurai!
You see it? There.
Low, wait. Explode.
I want a crater in the next 5 minutes.
Home.
I want the child of fire.
Never had a place to put to the word.
It's almost a shame you killed that son of a bitch noble and we don't have to fight. This would have been a beautiful place to die.
Crater! 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 Crater!
It's so obvious.
Well, that's the thing. That's what we want, but I feel like we're gonna end a little bit early. And he was even more Mormon than before. We can rebuild him. We have put the Bible, the Book of. I forget what the actual name of the book is. I just know it as the Book of Mormon. Is that correct, or is that?
No.
What was it the book according to?
It's whatever his fucking name is.
Yeah.
I don't care. What I care is
you're just not going for my bit.
For transmission. Belisarius is standing by.
Oh, now we get to see them do some stuff.
Stabilizing first. No, we will not keep the Regent waiting.
Oh wait, are they just gonna plug into him or something?
He's a robot?
Oh, robot.
Neuralink.
They're robots.
Link is established.
Then why even have fake robots if there's real robots that look like this?
Yeah, I'm confused. Why is him being a robot the point?
Why does he have sexual desires to fuck a squid?
Why
if he's
does
a
he have an
robot.
arm that- Why does he?
Signal is strong.
Why does he have the ability to have a broken arm then?
Yeah. Yeah, you did ask the right question. He's a robot. How the fuck did she break his arm?
Why? Unless we're
Oh, hey, look, we're doing the back to tanks.
Matrix. Yeah, this is or Matrix.
Matrix, back to tanks, whichever one you want to go for. Wait, you had to revive him like this?
Yes.
And now we're in the fucking Sucker Punch universe, where you dream and do the thing.
Hold up.
Why is there giant fish? Why are there giant fish? Why are there giant fish?
Okay, who is this?
Master.
How the fuck is this good news? That is honestly, I do appreciate that. Just how the fuck is this good news?
In truth, I fear the head most endangered here is yours. You will crush this insurgency to the last man, do you hear me?
Why aren't you doing it? You have magic powers!
And bring back my
He's a robot! He doesn't even have the fucking...
so that I may crucify her in the shadow of the Senate. If you cannot, bring her to me.
Pardon me? Like, we might have a few more things to just keep on, like, saying about this.
Oh my god, what is happening?
Like, why the fuck did you make a robot that doesn't have the force powers that you have, which are, by the way, lightning because he's bad?
But wait, does he have lightning powers? Or we're saying these are force powers? We don't even know.
Well, that's the thing. You do the tap with the fucking cane and it does the lightning. I'm assuming that is genuinely you implying the guy has fucking psychic powers.
But like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, this is like, but I also think this is like a metaverse thing. Like, this is like a metaverse. This is not like a real place.
I mean, yeah, it is not a real place, but I assume that it is supposed to be implying that he has those types of powers.
Crush this insurgency to the last man, do you hear me? And then you will capture my daughter alive and bring back my precious child to me.
We can brainwash her, I guess? I don't know.
So that I may crucify her in the shadow of the Senate. If you cannot, bring her to me. Then the one whose public execution will send shivers down the spines of the senators and whose screams will echo down its marbled halls.
He's a robot.
Will be yours.
Yeah, I'm
How is
confused by
threatening him going to do anything?
Also, what this is like a literal representation, I think, of them like eating his heart back to life. Yeah, that's what that.
Well, I appreciate him ripping off the Matrix for like a cool scene. Again, doesn't earn it, but a cool scene nonetheless.
It doesn't even feel like the Matrix. It feels like a
Solid 5 minutes is just a dump.
I don't understand what this movie is.
I generally understand what it is, but it's not like... Okay, so... Fuck, I actually forgot what I was going to say. Because there was something I was trying to... I thought to say just before the end, but then my brain forgot it. But because of the crash, and my brain was just like, what? Oh, time to throw that away. Yeah. Yeah, so that sucked. Like, it was a lot of setup for a movie. Like, because, again, it's building up to a certain moment. But, hey, you know what happens at the end of Star Wars Episode 4? The bad guys lose. They have a genuine setback to the point that, like, it actually matters.
Yes.
And honestly, so I can do this actually multiple ways. So we can treat this as part one of a story that's incomplete. Do something like, hey, let's talk about, let's treat it like Star Wars Episode 4. At the end of that, the Death Star blows up. They genuinely succeed enough in their actions in order to get somewhere in the story. And it sets them back, and they're like, oh, but I know this new information about whatever the fuck, so I'm just gonna take advantage of that with, or like, oh, hey, Luke Skywalker exists, let's resolve that. But it's not like, again, it's one of those things where it's like, if you want to tease the next movie, that's fine, but you still have to do something in this movie in order to make people willing to watch your next one, you know? But that's not even my biggest problem. My biggest problem is the fact he relies so fucking much on tropes and certain things, but still has the tropes play out in their completion, that it wastes time doing the trope that I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Right. So that's something I was gonna say, where my biggest complaint so far is this movie could have ended either with them all being captured, which in my opinion is a better setup, or, and I think would be a cooler idea, they win, but bounty hunter character is still there. Because you have like different, like, I understand this is not a trilogy. I don't believe that. But you start off the movie with a twist, a very like fun twist. Like literally picks up, blah blah blah, boom, shit happens, and that got like they've won. Everything is cool. Boom. How the fuck is everything going wrong? Hey, look, bounty hunter dude just fucked you all up.
I mean, there's apologies. I'm pretty sure that picked up on the mic. I'd say there's like 2 or 3 ways you could kind of pivot what this is doing. And admittedly, for me, I'd have it pivot in the way where, hey, this character, like, because again, if you're gonna do the traitor, all right, fine. But honestly, what I think I would, I mean, admittedly, there's plenty of ways you could go about this, but I think what I would have preferred is having the bounty hunter, or not the bounty hunter, the Strider character, we'll call him, because I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head.
He didn't have a fucking name. None of these characters had a fucking name.
Well, we knew Nemesis, which was the stereotypical Asian woman who misses their kids because, fucking Christ, like, it's weird. Like, I'm seeing these tropes and I'm just like, most people would get in trouble for using these tropes to begin with, and Zack Snyder's like, nah, I'm gonna do all tropes, and you're just gonna have to deal with it.
I don't hate the setting. I don't hate Seven Samurai.
I don't hate all of the setting. I hate parts of the setting.
So that's what I was gonna say. Other things that I hate about this movie. I think going to so many worlds felt pointless. They are supposedly on the outer reaches, the outer rim, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But they went to like 7 different planets.
Yeah, so, yeah, I think that would be, I guess, my first instance. So, let's just say, as you're building a world, as you are trying to tell a story within a world that you want to show, develop, and have that type of stuff, you need to understand what actually matters to the plot.
Right.
And having 3 desert planets doesn't fucking help your case.
No.
Like, so, if I was to do a quick rewrite of one scene, I would have the scene of the Griffin and our Prince Tarak.
Yes.
I did actually remember his name. He's
Conan.
Or Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Librarian. I'd have him be on the same planet as our main character, and as they're about to leave the planet, they see, hey, something's going on with a griffin. That's unusual. Griffins are usually pretty wild and unmanageable. Hey, let's go check it out. They see him do his shit, be badass, even have him still do the thing because, hey, guess what? It's still it's a desert planet. It can still have sharp rocks.
Right.
And then when he comes down, you're like, hey, I need you for something. And then either have what's-his-face, the traitor, come up and be like, oh yeah, no, this guy, he's done a lot of crimes against the Empire. He'd be good for our cause. Or have him say it himself. Because if you're good, because you're still doing like ridiculous amounts of heavy exposition in a story that does not earn having moments of exposition.
Yes.
Like, a lot of this could have been shorthand stuff that should have just, you get it almost fucking instantly. Like, and in fact, a lot of instances, you did get it instantly.
There's a very real context to this movie where there are so many characters that are introduced that mean nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And what it feels like, and this is the most morally and creatively bankrupt thing I think Zack Snyder has ever attempted in his life. And I will tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
This feels not only a ripoff of many scenes, the robots like literally fucking Chappie, or District 8, you know, we've talked about the Star Wars, the Dune, the fucking Arthurian, the weird Viking shit. But what this feels like is, yeah, you'll get a part 2, but here's all these graphic novels, here's all of these television shows, and this really feels like the most... This honestly feels like we need to speed run a Star Wars universe.
Yeah, no, that's I think that's what honestly is the biggest sin to me, is this feels more set up for not even part 2, but for a universe that Netflix can take advantage of. And in fact, I think that's what they're trying to do with it. And regardless of whether or not it's actually Zack Snyder, remember, Army of the Dead was Zack Snyder, but I'm forgetting the name of the second one. Again, it's better than the
Army of Thieves. I think.
Yeah, Army of Thieves. There we go. But yeah, so Army of Thieves wasn't made by Zack Snyder, so it didn't need it didn't have the fucking ridiculous amount of budget that was allocated to Zack Snyder, and you don't need to do that. And if you set up a Star Wars universe and have all these things that can happen, then you can also tell stories in that. Now, admittedly, again, as I kind of said earlier, you need to know what to cut and what to show. And honestly, I think Netflix could have done better if they were like, hey, limit the amount of planets you use. We will save them for for spin-off stuff. Because again, when episode 4 came out, there were like 5 fucking planets in that universe. And one of them blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was not a complex amount of shit. And from there, you could build the world. You could build the Coruscant. You could build all this stuff. The reason why Mustafar works where it does in the story is because it's another planet that is somewhere else that we have not seen, but it's because we've had like 4 other fucking planets, and that's it. We didn't jump across every single fucking planet.
Yes. And not only does it feel like planets are not established, but it also feels like we're just, like, it feels like convenient that we're going to fiefdoms. Like, fiefdoms and tiny microcosms of countries. Like, literally, Nemesis, we barely know nothing about her except she is Chinese and she got special swords.
She got special swords and she lost her kids to the Empire.
Cool. But here's a fun fact. Like, we don't understand, like, that's
we know nothing about the planet. We just called it fucking... We just called it fucking Mustafar.
Yeah. It's fucking smog gas China land. In Zack Snyder, I bet you that's in Snyder's fucking diary. Like, oh, China.
I'm not gonna explicitly do that. Like, I do think, like, because again, he does put a lot of thought into his stuff. I just don't think it's good thought into it. Like,
I am offended. I'm offended by this film because it is with Army of the Dead. He talks about, oh, there's an animated project. Oh, there's another movie coming out. Oh, there's this. Why? He is so obsessed with this concept of interconnected multimedia universes, but he's never been successful with one. He is the biggest grifter in Hollywood. And
I will say that's a strong term, especially since we have actual grifters in Hollywood.
I'm gonna call him a grifter.
Alright.
Because he continues to get these big name projects and promise shit. And listen, this is not me defending companies. Fuck people's money. If you want to spend your money on bullshit, spend it on bullshit. But what offends me is that his fans are so diehard and will defend him to the death, and he takes advantage of it. And that is why I'm upset.
Yeah, no, fair enough on that. Fair enough on that. He absolutely uses, similar to David Ayer and like 2 other people, the ones that use the fans that like just obviously have no media literacy, and like they like when the cool thing happened and that's all they care about, and it's like, but the guy gives me the cool thing happened, but I'm like, so do other directors, and guess what, they actually fucking earn it by the end of their fucking story.
And
but you know,
it is, you're absolutely correct, and that's what is upsetting. That is what's offending, is that his fans will continue to tell you that critics are incorrect. I am curious, what is its current IMDb, what is its current Rotten Tomatoes score? I'm about to check.
Rotten Tomatoes is definitely higher, due to the fact that that is one of the few places that the Snyder fans can, like, just massively, positively praise a movie that does not deserve it, because it takes, like, fucking 10 seconds to set that shit up. I think it was 88 when I checked.
I'm more curious about what.
But if you look at the IMDb, it's a 5.7 with 66,000 reviews. Admittedly, let's check the splits. Oh, that's actually a healthy split. Huh. I was honestly expecting it to be a lot more, like, 1s and 10s, but actually it's actually a pretty healthy mix. Like, obviously there's still a lot of fucking Snyder fans that are rating this 10 out of 10 regardless. Even if they do have problems with it, they're going to rate it 10 out of 10.
And that's, and ultimately that's, like, that is where, like, I want to look at some of the reviews. Let me see if I can fucking find this thing. Because I know it came out recently, so I don't want to, like,
I mean, there's been plenty of time for people to get around to watching it.
Yeah,
it's the holidays. If you wanted to, like, I'm really like, hey, I've not seen a lot of people talking about it, but that's only because the people I talk to don't watch garbage. They try and avoid, like, they've been busy with other stuff.
Okay, so let's see some of these reviews. Read audience.
Oh wait, it's only 61%. Huh. Guess it's fine. It's finally getting a little bit, you know.
Goodness. Okay, so here's a 4-star review. This movie is pretty good. I'm not sure what people want. There hasn't been a war-based sci-fi film that isn't a remake that got good reviews in forever. Be thankful that this one is pretty good.
We have had war-based sci-fi films. You're just not looking for them right. Like that feels like a the Call of Duty players complaining about games where they only play certain games. It's like, well, admittedly, hey, guess what? Yeah, it's been kind of lacking overall, but like, there's plenty of sci-fi films that aren't remakes, or even like remakes, like at all. Like,
That is 1-star review. Justice League versus the Space Nazis. I can't breathe.
Oh yeah, no, I'm seeing it. Power shot, weirdly lit, medley of every sci-fi trope available. Correct on that second one.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was weirdly lit, but I felt that was aesthetic, so I was gonna give it a lot of leeway.
I was about to say it was weirdly lit, but it wasn't consistently brown.
Yeah.
I will give it to him.
I will give it that as well. 1 star. I watched the entire movie.
Yeah, like.
Oh, this is great.
I would say that it's not necessarily wooden acting as much as the dialogue is very just. The dialogue often is very poetic when it has no need to be. It's
not even that poetic. It's not like good poetic. It's just words. It's a word salad that I'm being forced to eat at the table before I get to what could presumably be like an actual thing, but it's just not. And I'm like, not much else I can do right now.
I hate this 4-star review because it should be a 1-star review. It says the universe is cool, but would have liked to see more than just a pit stop at planets. That should be a 1-star review for any sci-fi movie. Like, that is, I am curious. I saw someone say that this is more like Battle Beyond the Stars. I have never seen that.
I have not either. I'm just gonna look. I really it is a lot of just tropes. I'm not gonna just explicitly be like, oh hey, this one thing is okay, it's free on Tubi.
But I am curious.
Produced by Roger Corman. That's concerning.
Oh, Shout Factory did it.
Shout Factory covered it?
Shout Factory has a version of it. That's probably why it's on Tubi.
Yeah, no, they do good. They can usually get some stuff to Tubi.
Okay, so let's see what this is. I'm looking at a trailer.
John Saxon and James Cameron. Fucking Sybil Danning, godddamn. That's that's not a half bad cast.
No, it's not.
That's the thing. It's tested as a futuristic Magnificent Seven. Itself a Western version of Seven Samurai in outer space. Like, again, we're coming back to the same fucking inspiration, regardless of whether or not this is the ripoff.
Wait, isn't this? Didn't they cover this on fucking fucking Red Letter Media?
Hold on.
Haven't they covered how he a lot of his space shit just stole from this only completed movie?
Oh wait, hold on. In the Red Letter Media, I'm gonna send you. So someone on the fucking subreddit for Red Letter Media apparently fucking got the connection.
There is no way. There's no way that we're just. This is it. Don't tell me that this. Oh my lord! Did we literally just solve the puzzle? Red Letter Media. Zack Snyder's. Oh my Christ! Wait.
How far does this
God.
rabbit hole go? I cannot.
Oh
I thought we were done for tonight. I thought I just had to wrap up my thing.
No, it's not. It's real.
So we are currently, just for the fucking audience at home, we are currently just like looking up some stuff about this, and apparently there is a like weird amount of overlap with another fucking movie, which is also inspired by Seven Samurai. And I'm just like, hold on, but like it's too goofy to like. Wait, hold on.
It can't be a shit, but for instance, it does have weird alien people that are just like a thing, like they're just like weird consulars.
It's fully on YouTube.
Buddy, it has to happen. We need.
Do we?
We need to fucking know. We need to
All
know
right.
now. We need to know right the fuck now. I can't breathe. I need to know if this is real.
I mean, it is real. I'm just like, I'm very afraid. I'm very afraid. All right. All right, I'm setting it up.
Yes! Bro, I can't believe this is the rabbit hole we found ourselves in.
Why did this become a fucking double feature?
Oh
I was like, no, we watched Doctor Who earlier. We'll be fine.
Oh my god, hold on, let me... Oh, and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker padded this movie with a slow-mo fight scene. That's probably way too long than it ever needs to be, didn't he? And lo and behold, I have read something where he did do that. And I'm like, you've got to be fucking shitting me.
Alright, I'm bringing it. If it starts to get slow, I'm pulling out the fucking emergency Steam Deck. So fuck this, I'll play Hades 2 while I'm watching.
Apparently, there is some gratuitous slow-mo in this movie.
All of Zack Snyder's movies has gratuitous slow-mo. That's saying something. That's concerning.
I literally was about to say, what the fuck do you mean that there's gratuitous slow-mo in a thing that he constantly uses?
How is this gratuitous? How is this not already marked as gratuitous from the start? Fuck. Okay. I feel 2 minutes of 2.5 minutes of whinging about, oh no, this is gonna suck. Should be enough of an intro. Fuck this. Fuck this fucking movie. I'm cracking that down.
Oh my god, the base! What?
Took a gift.
Alright, Star
So
Wars
it was that a woman
we're just gonna
named
copy
Cora,
Star Wars,
the
except...
man named Gunnar.
Wait, yeah, I mean, that was the case in the last movie. They were trying to be kind of Star Wars.
Against the Dreadnought.
This is so...
Well, yeah, no, he fucking said it was a Star Wars script that was rejected. Probably for good reason. Let's be honest. The fact that Disney's track record's still bad and they still said no to this is damning.
Planet Charan, Darian Bloodaxe, and his Lieutenant Milius.
You mean the character that died? Why are we talking about...
triumphed over Admiral Noble, leaving his shattered body on the rocky coastline.
We're just getting a fucking redo.
The victorious warriors returned to Velt to collect their pay. The threat of a dreadnought extinguished.
What do you mean extinguished? The dreadnought is still
Yeah, it's still sitting there. Wait, hold on. What? Just because this guy died doesn't mean the fucking Empire's defeated. Even Star Wars got that.
Just. But he's far from recovered.
The party that was supposed to be there died.
5 days' time.
Yeah, the soldier group. I assumed they still had a ship in fucking orbit. Because why would you not have... Like, you have thousands of ships. Why not leave one dreadnought to blast the city to fucking Kingdom Come?
You know that's not...
That doesn't make sense. That's only how villains act. Wait, he's up there now? He was in the fucking field in the last movie. Great continuity, fuckhead.
Come.
Like, again, just
now please
remember where you put your characters in the last of the movie.
Very hungry.
Okay. The designers of the mother world. There must be more in need of this.
Holy shit! Cora, you're a dumb fuck. You think like at least Darth Vader and Palpatine are near the top of the tadpole tree. Like, you killed Grand Moff Tarkin and expected them not to do shit. You expected them to panic and run away. Like, you get like, Admiral. Like, again, like like you do any hierarchy, and it's like standard protocol, maybe, but they're still gonna come back. You should know this.
They would glass the planet.
Dark days lie ahead of us all. When the time comes,
again, my whole thing is, how do
we
you
may
not
all have
know
to stand together.
that they have the robot
in
technology
battle as brothers.
I mean, honestly, I'm fine with them not being fully aware of that, but them assuming that because he died, quote unquote, they're just gonna stop everything and not try and chase after the killer is stupid.
Of the land, as Bartran 2 and Shield.
I feel like
the work begins at dawn.
Again, like, the issue with, like, having it be like, oh, this is the most important food thing, it's like, congrats, now you have a bargaining chip. They can't glass the planet, but it's also the Empire. They're just gonna glass the planet.
To trust one another?
Like, that's how this should work.
They're frightened.
Like, they fuck...
of outsiders.
I'm curious about how important is this brain,
for their
because
lives.
from what I understand, they were just on the
Trust
outer
them.
reaches, and they wanted
I just hope they all have.
Yeah, they wanted food for them specifically
That's
themselves.
what I'm saying. It wasn't to bring it back. It was food for themselves,
How much it would scare me.
and then they'll be under Empire
And yeah.
control,
You
and
were
then
afraid
they'll
to
start
die.
making it for the Empire.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, again, it's one of these things where it's like...
I didn't even think about dying in the moment.
Especially since, like,
You would've
hey,
asked me
you know
before
what
how I feel
Alderaan
about it,
was?
said I'd
It was a
be
trade center. It was one of the most important
I was
ones.
scared.
And they were willing to glass it in the first movie. Because the Empire is like, you better be afraid of our power. We'll just enslave another planet.
was it you were
That's
so
what should
afraid
be the solution here. Is not, oh no, we need to... Like, because again, once you go to an intergalactic scale, you really can't step it back.
It was Lou.
Here, we're gonna get more back.
It was a dedication of what would be the last dreadnought.
Ah, yes, because that's definitely what we needed.
Symbolic end to an age of expansion.
Like, fucking Christ.
Accordance with tradition.
Fucking Christ! That's copyright infringement at a certain point.
Not this time.
No,
Like, look at that! Look at that! That is copyright infringement!
This would be the princess's
Can't
first
copyright a
royal
scene.
duty. Her
It's
first
literally a
official act.
thing. Don't think about it. It's not Star Wars. It's not Star Wars. I swear it's not Star Wars. I swear.
It's not Star Wars, except it's Star Wars, because I'm willing to admit it's a scrapped Star Wars script. But also, that's a Helldiver ship.
Answer me, man.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Hey, remember that scene about Caesar getting stabbed? I think they're about to rip it off.
It's the Red Wedding.
No, I was specifically saying Caesar because stabbed by all of his congressmen.
Yeah, it's Caesar for real. Also, why would you just have me?
Because, again, also the togas. The togas, because he can't be fucking original.
Bastard.
What is happening? We're doing this bullshit. Why are you playing music?
I love that the music didn't slow down for the slow-mo.
Do it. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for, child? Do it!
That is not the accent I expected to hear out of him.
Kill her.
Damn it! Damn it!
No!
Also, it's this thing where, like, it's very clear the actor is not older.
I forgive you.
Like, it's very clear that he is not old enough to be her father.
She's a Jeebus!
Oh, wait, no, she had healing powers. No, remember, she had healing powers. This was established.
Yeah, I know. I'm literally mocking it because it's genius symmetry again. Because Zack Snyder cannot help himself to not do Jesus symmetry.
Witnesses.
Well, that's the thing. It's not about witnesses. I assume it's finding a scapegoat for it. But, like, why are you trying to make her the scapegoat? Like, because they all saw what happened.
But not only that, it makes you look bad because you're bad.
It's like, congrats, you just pissed off the best fucking soldier you had. For what? For what?
Yeah.
Oh no.
We're collecting the wheat. Walk into
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Why does this feel like a fucking Falgi commercial?
No, this is an advertisement for Kansas.
What is the point of this? This team does nothing.
Also, like, these people have, like, decent technology, so why the fuck do you need to work with the night cycle? Just lights! You have a hovercraft, you should be able to understand the concept of a floodlight. Fuck's sake. Well, that's why they waited till dawn, because they had to harvest at dawn. I'm like, excuse me, no, you can harvest for 3 days straight, and just be like, rest when you need to.
You have the horses, dude.
That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot.
Commander, I have
That's it. That's the only thing I can say. The positive right now. One cool shot.
Dirty. The ship is just so dirty.
I'm down here now. On my way.
Oh, he's more aggressive than ever.
Oh no, that won't mean jack shit, because he wasn't that aggressive anyway. He waited until someone else gave him the thing on a fucking platter. He didn't even try attacking them.
Yes, of course I am. Now tell these idiots to release me. Sir.
He should have, like, he should have just unhooked himself. Like,
Yeah,
they're just tubes. Just literally show his power by unhooking himself with his own mind or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems a little bit less intimidating because he looks like a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, it should hurt, and he should be able to take the pain, no problem.
Yeah, no, again, it sees the scene of the person acting like they're ready before they might be, but it doesn't understand why you need to do it a certain way.
Right, because we've already seen him kill people for no reason.
Yeah, we know he will kill dissenters. Hell, have him kill the person while pulling the things out of his head. Like, having him kill someone and then be like, now take these out of me, please. Just doesn't parse?
Right, like, it should be like a Wolverine. Okay, we're still cutting grain, still cut that grain.
Please tell me this does not take up 30 minutes of the movie. Please. It's gonna take up 30 minutes of the movie, isn't it?
No, it can.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't, but it can. It's Zack Snyder. It can. Yeah, that guy. He's doing something with it. I feel 3 different steps of the farming process are happening at the same time.
I feel like...
And I also feel like, because you have a hover fucking craft, maybe you should have a little bit more machinery. Like, fuck yeah! Like, having this, like, halfway bullshit does not fucking work.
Brother, cut it. Oh wow, that was a lot of CGI for the arm. It didn't have that much CGI before.
Well, last time they could waste more money. This time, someone said, hey, maybe no? bruh, don't waste that. I'm just gonna spike the well water.
Remember, he's gonna stop consuming alcohol because he's just a demon in the bottle.
I mean, that looked like water, so.
Like, I know water.
Like you need to make sure a spit is colored right for people to know it's alcohol. It's important.
Oh, there we go. Now we're using the horse thingies.
Yeah, we're using the horse thingies while there's still a hovercraft. I don't get how this is how this technology is supposed to work. Hey, look, lights! 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 Thank fuck! I was about to goddamn say!
Yeah,
It's like,
I'm not gonna lie, this is just gratuitous, pretty shooting, but as a plot, it does nothing. It's not. You're just seeing them farm.
How's the
We
harvest
can
been going?
cut that.
this is such useless holotechnology.
It is.
And it's clear that Faunus and Marcus...
It's like, it's supposed to be like dust or sand or something, and it's like, but that's not how holotechnology would work. And you're doing holotechnology because you're ripping off Star Wars. You can't deny it. God. Like.
And now he's being normal. It'd be more interesting if, like, anytime he sent a caregiver, like, he'd like snap a little bit.
Or like have an emphasis on it rather than just it being their name. Scar Giver. Like, have some emphasis on it. It's a stupid name. You might as well put some, like, sell point on it.
I feel like Snyder watched a Kurosawa film and was like, what if I just put the entirety of that runtime into my movie, but then still had a movie?
Yeah. I mean, to give Snyder credit, he hasn't done the train a village montage. They're just harvesting right now. Now, that can go wrong. We can very much see that in the next day, in the next hour. But, you know, I want to give the smallest amount of credit for not immediately going for the next Kurosawa ripoff.
I want to give you these small gifts I've made.
The
Your
man that has
spirit
said
is untamable.
Don't worry, he's probably not going to say much more in this one.
Like the snow elk.
Oh god. Oh god. Fucking indigenous people.
Two lines! Two lines!
Two lines! Two lines!
I think I'm gonna. What? Fuck it. I'm counting how many lines he has, and I'm not counting the exhalation as one.
Sun upon our faces, warming us and bringing us comfort.
Hey, this should be happening later in the movie. This should be happening after these villagers have actually gotten used to them, not after a 30-minute montage.
But with its life-giving rain.
Because apparently I was right. It was the first 30 minutes was them harvesting shit.
Is the mother
Just split up between other things. Wow.
They know nothing.
Thank you.
Like, they know nothing about her or any of them.
I can tell what he's doing with the kid.
You are a heart.
I can tell what he's doing with the kid. It's the mother must protect the child thing, which okay, you really shouldn't have chosen the Asian character for that. That is far too close to a trope that happens so fucking often.
Why is he getting something? He belongs to this village. There's no reason for him to get anything. He hasn't gone anywhere.
No, he went out to go save them.
And Cora.
Cora gets the wolf. Oh, woo.
It's gonna signify when she walks off into the sunset and leaves this village to go have space adventures.
Annihilation.
I really hope this place gets fucking annihilated, because that would be really funny.
Hey, here's the thing. What about Robot Man? That, like...
He doesn't count. He doesn't count anymore, even though he was, like, hinted to be the 7th Samurai. He's no longer. He's just a robot that is elsewhere in the story.
And he's like a special robot. Apparently, also, they deactivated the robots and made them
Yeah, they hated. They hated all the tin cans, so they had to destroy them all. Except for the fact they're actually fucking immune to bullets. Like, the fact that they are immune to primary weapons should be the reason they're still used.
It's also weird because apparently he's gonna sing. Here we go. Singing, singing. Some weird throat song. Let's go. I fucking called it.
I appreciate you calling that. That meat is moving way too slowly. Like, one side would get, like, both sides would get too burnt.
Okay, I don't.
Fuck, I wish I made a sandwich. Like,
okay, here's what I'm gonna say. We've had multiple singing in this thing, but it's very interesting how you have your POC character sing this spiritual while you had.
oh yeah, no, like, he is going for all the landmines. Like,
but like you also had Slavic music play when they were getting grain.
Yeah, no, trust me, he's going for the trope trifecta.
Oh my
like,
god, he's hitting it all, and it's weird.
And the robot gets the emotions! Let's go! Man, I know why everyone hated this.
Are we saying the robot is also black? Is that what we're doing?
But it's Anthony Hopkins.
I forgot it's Anthony Hopkins. Holy fuck, I forgot!
He still didn't say anything, yes!
He hasn't.
Oh, it's the, Mandalorian, or, Andor at home.
Yes.
Wait, why isn't this their alarm? Why isn't this the way they wake up in the morning? This is way louder!
Wait, here it comes. Here's the training montage. It would make so much more sense thematically.
Why is he covering his ears?
Because it's a big gun. It vaporized.
But everyone should cover their ears! He shouldn't be the only one that's about to go deaf!
I don't know. He's old.
Oh. He couldn't keep away from the World War II imagery. Oh, he couldn't.
Coming down.
Wait, why are they digging that low into the ground?
She was in bad shape when I tracked her out. How long you say it's been here? 2 seasons. Go.
The ship Cora was found in still rests in the mountains to the east.
Wait, okay, pause. I need to pause.
Fine.
She was found 2 years ago?
2 seasons.
No,
let's assume that is. Let's assume that a season is at least 4 months. At least 4 months. Maybe 8.
How does she not know about the robot cyborg technology? How? That's not a recent development. At the
I know. I'm aware. It is bugging me. Just be like, how is she not aware of the sci-fi technology of that stuff? Because again, you're being like, I'm trying to even place it in Star Wars, but the fucking idea that just because you killed an admiral means they're gonna stop. They're just gonna give up, even though almost immediately. Like, why even have her believe that if almost immediately after Titus is like, "No, what the fuck are you talking about? There's gonna be more."
It's not even just that. It's the fact that the robot, Anthony Hopkins, Robot Man, is treated as a Jedi, a last vestige of a war, way too powerful. It's only spoken of in legend. They somehow accidentally got it. They don't even use the things anymore. And when they use them, they fucking abuse the shit out of them and use them for transport only. It's really special they got it, but their dude, the admiral they work for, somehow fucking got it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, no, I get you.
She knows that history of the machine. She don't know recent fucking biomedic technology. You're in this war.
Not only are you in this war, you were the leading force up until, as far as we know, 8 to 16 months ago, maybe even a few years. I don't know. It is going to bug me for the rest of this thing, where it's just like, yeah, I don't know how long this character has been out of commission, but they didn't really seem to lose much.
Right. So that's the other thing too. They say 2 seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck did this guy's hair go from like black to her dad is gone from black to stark white?
Mm.
How? So let's say she's doing it for a number of years.
Okay, we can. How about instead of that, we can put the modifier. This wasn't her This wasn't her only destination, but between being exiled and finding herself here. Let's assume sometime in between those two still did occur. We will give it the fairness of there's other stories to be told, which, yeah, they wanted. I saw the comic. I didn't fucking bother buying it. Like, I was in the comic shop the other day to look for fucking Ultimate Black Panther, because apparently the first issue is hard to find. And I saw it, and I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need to.
So, you know what? Someone will illegally upload it, and we will illegally read it.
Let's continue the movie while I look it up.
We could pull it out. It could be a powerful asset.
Wait, it's about Blood Axe, so it's not even relevant to the character that is this.
No. That was the thing. We had that complaint last time that Blood Axe was getting his own comic series. Him and his sister, but like they aren't around.
Yeah, no. Last issue was
Hold on.
a month ago.
What do you mean it's the worst? It's in perfect condition. Your energy cells just like not work. It would make sense.
Well, it's been 2 seasons. How else will it have worked ever?
This is what I'm saying. You could have done this, and her ship is the way to do the dreadnought straight to the inside. When it arrives, they pretend because this would be the big it's the big reveal that she's Scargiver.
Wait, hold on. She just landed the ship on what I'm pretty sure is where their hole is.
I don't know. It's not
Like, God, I hope the weight of those wood planks is able to handle a starship landing on it.
How many people know how to work? Ivar should not have a weapon.
With me.
No, they have this over. Wait.
So I struck
So it's for the musicians and anyone about to be executed.
So
Got
was
it.
that the thing that they're criminals that were just really good musicians?
I guess so. Those fucking... Okay, you see that? See how accurate that is? Because it's that close to them? Yeah, no, they don't need to worry about not glassing the planet. They just need to fucking shoot half of you.
Passes that I don't think of those men.
No, we're now seeing another form of labor. Listen, I'm not one for the AI, but you have these robots. This is literally another form of labor as the robots.
Yeah, no, like, literally, why the fuck are we keep on using humans when we have perfectly programmable robots for this slave labor? They don't rebel. You know robots don't rebel? They can't. Yeah. It's not in their programming to. This would make this so much fucking easier.
What picture is here, everybody? He's now canonically had more scenes than he has than in Justice League.
And I found a new family who showed me another way.
Not on a fucking blue screen.
So when the time comes,
he let me join the Blood Axes. Only if I shave my head. He seems to have a weird thing for that.
to stand and die for a place to call home.
What more honorable end could one ever hope for?
I don't know, a nice retirement where you get to not have to deal with a fascist society.
Life before.
Or just not dying.
Because the hero's death is not explicitly the best solution to everything. A thing even Star Wars understood.
It seems.
Didn't we gain a small explanation about everybody, like, when we visited them? This is
Yeah.
why I'm saying this would have been interesting.
Until I spilt my own.
Okay, that's less cool.
Like, why would
I'm just gonna cut off my own arm for these robot arms. That is stupid.
Why?
Became rage.
Oh god. Oh, you did both of the tropes. That's no good.
Revenge.
Genuinely, that's not good. You really shouldn't have.
My ancestors still.
Wait, is he supposed to? Are people thinking he's drinking alcohol?
Really is water.
Yeah, that's closer to a confession.
Old stories can be hard to give up.
Yes, they can.
None of these were hard stories for you to give up. They're just your backstory.
I can only say
Slightly more than what we knew last time.
for coming to this village.
Discount
Giving
Diego
us hope.
Luna.
Oh, so we only got like 4 backstories? There's 7 people. Evidently one of them is not in the scene at all.
Come with all of us by end of day tomorrow. I can only pray that your pasts will be.
Man, Zach really sucks at ensemble casts. Should have taken me a little bit longer to realize. Should have taken me less time to realize that.
Good. Whatever handful of officers they send down to collect the grain, we take them. With all our strength in the field, with no mercy, sparing none who set foot on your land.
So there's so we have 6. We still gotta wait for
Negotiate a
Robot
trade.
Man.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we're waiting for the robot man to finally fucking actually come
But
in.
should all go wrong, as it
But
well
they're
may.
acting like he won't, even though
You
one
should
of the
feel
first scenes we saw with him is him
First thing in the morning, hidden
like
from you.
tricking the fucking soldier into letting him shoot the gun.
Water. Really, Titus?
And that's General Titus.
Of course.
To you. Goes home.
Somehow this doesn't ring as strong as the character that was literally called Space Cowboy and had a fucking dispenser in his belt.
Oh yes,
Like it somehow rings hollower than the stupidest Roger Corman movie I've seen in a while.
The fucking Space Cowboy is my favorite.
Like literally, especially because both are related to a joke about alcohol, where fucking what's his name? Or in the scene, Space Cowboy literally just pours bourbon without mixing it with anything, and it's supposed to be like a great character moment.
Like having secrets to the audience aren't fun apparently.
Well, no, you like, because that's the thing. You can have someone doing like hint at it. You can hint at it very much to just be like, oh yeah, no, this thing. It's like this guy that keeps the robot, the mechanic lady, whatever the fuck. They all keep on vanishing for some reason, and they're just like, hey, we've got to.
Robot Man, wait! Anthony Hopkins is speaking.
Hello, James.
James. His name is James.
You know, the last person who called me that was the old commander of the Mechanicus Militarium, as he died in my arms.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I like the way it sounds. It makes me feel something other than hopelessness.
How do you feel emotions? You're a robot.
You see,
Why do you feel
Okay,
emotions?
Tin
You're
Can.
a robot.
I was given memories of a world I will never see.
It was never going to be.
No,
Wait,
no,
wait, no. You should not put those there. That is a terrible place to put them. You basically just landmined a fucking.
All set.
That is a terrible place for that fucking. Wait, how did you not see that? It's a giant fucking spaceship. You'd hear it enter the atmosphere.
Also, wouldn't her ship have the ability to see this? Wouldn't
Her ship, any other.
Come on! Quick! Finish your work! Find your positions!
Careful not to put too much weight on that section. There's a landmine under there.
These are the new formations.
Stellar. Stellar.
Look, they piled it against the building so we can't destroy them. And there, they've stacked to discover to shoot from. Clever. Certainly not the plans of a farmer.
Just nuke them. Just destroy them.
Look here.
Show the...
Thermal imaging shows clusters of people in the longhouse at the top of the village.
Blow it up.
No doubt they're women and children.
Blow it up.
Good.
Nuke it.
We'll do our best to forestall a pitched battle in the village. While I negotiate, we'll dispatch the crypt Taya to capture the women and children.
Why are you capturing them? Just shoot them!
Won't need it when they
get robots and fucking make a farm!
And we'll see how motivated they are to fight.
They should! They really should! They're a lot fucking easier to hold on. Not only that, hey, guess what? You know what else is really useful about robots? Like,
no, remember in this series, the robots have emotion.
Yeah, but you have brain scan technology. That means you can remove parts of that brain scan and keep it to the bare essentials of how to fucking walk. Like, again, you need to think about what technology you're bringing into the story, and why the fuck is this farm planet, which is made up of one villager that doesn't know what a fucking combine harvester is, why the fuck are you trying to attack them? Like, yeah, I don't think your plan's gonna work, guys. They've got enough ships.
Yeah,
like, again, like, I guess, like now that the whole thing is, but the harvest, it needs to be saved. It's like, well, no, what it should be is we have a safe place for them to hide, so they can't they can't kill us all. So that they have to come down to the ground in order to kill people, rather than being able to shoot them from fucking space.
Hey, buddy, remember 4 more movies.
You keep saying that, but it's not gonna fucking happen. This one didn't do well enough to do. And hey, I'm watching this like several days. We're watching this several days after the deadline that Netflix usually puts up. Hey, look, Star Wars.
Yeah. Also, like, did you have to have so much lime come out of these spaceships?
Yes, because that's money. That's money being wasted, you see? See all that smoke? None of that's real. That's money.
It doesn't have to be like nature versus technology. It's like industrial age. Why are they so dirty? What I'm saying is she should be cocky as shit.
Oh yeah, no, she should be cocky and be like, yeah, I killed you. I'll fucking do it again. Like, again, just be like, hey, good, they can rebuild you. It gives me the satisfaction of killing you again. Literally, anything. Characterization.
If you egg him on, like, you know the whole thing about him maybe not being mentally okay? Egg him on and watch him kind of lose his cool.
Yeah, no, again, like, it's maddening that in the moment of us watching this, we're like, hey, here's a slight tweak that improves the movie by, like, a small percentage. You really should have had this doubt any time sooner, so that, like, this felt somewhat real?
Yeah.
No! Let's fucking go!
Yeah, honestly, what did you think?
Surprise, motherfuckers!
I mean, let's be honest. It is the only way they'll win.
Yeah, no, it's like...
Attack them regardless.
no, the slow-mo's back on.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bad trope too. Going all the way with it, aren't you? Why was there only one person with a gun? If literally 2 more people in that scene had a gun, she would have died.
How was it? No. Understand, her ancestors in her blood give her the power.
They give her power, yeah, to an extent. She only has 2 blades. 3 firing patterns means that she can't hit all of them.
Wait, you know what? I await her to.
Eyes to the right!
Why are you going up there for this?
What are you doing? What is this doing?
Please tell me they're not using smoke to hide themselves. Because that's fucking stupid.
That ship is taking damage.
That is even fucking stupider!
We've got you, soldier. We're gonna put you down into the main hangar for maintenance and medical extraction.
I mean, okay.
If you have remote control, you should have diagnostics. If you have diagnostics, you should see their ship is fine.
Oh, I will say that. This is a cool scene. This is the proverbial Trojan horse thing.
Well, you know, like I give it credit on that front, but nothing else about it works. Like the application of the idea fails. The concept was the fine part. But what it should have been was the fact the ship was damaged in the original crash. And it's like, we can use that.
Or what you do is say, hey, I have stock manually, self-diagnostic. Like, self-diagnostic as your shop.
Yeah, like have a hacker that corrupts, that's able to pretend it's damaged or something. Like, again, where someone actually does something rather than just the, hey, someone put a smoke grenade on the fucking door. Why would he wear armor? That would just slow him down. He breathes through his skin.
Hey, you're alright. Attempt to move you now, okay? Alright,
Why?
Care this much?
2 down, non-responsive. Bring the gurneys. Load him up. Alright, come on, let's take it. Take the shoulder. Alright, I got his legs. Big arm, here we go.
I don't see any major wounds, Captain.
Well, no. It's the, remember, they kept the old guards' uniforms.
All right. But they're old wounds. Medics would notice that. They'd notice the fact the blood is several days old.
Oh, come on.
Wow. You're going for all the tropes, aren't you? Stab him! Ah, right in his penis!
A mother's love.
Mother's love! Saves the day, but also she still dies. Because it's noble to die the hero's death. Because Zack Snyder thinks the hero's death is the only death worth living.
Okay, more slow-mo. See, gratuitous.
Bloody bodies in the water. He loved doing that.
That's why you can't blow up the bridge.
You can't blow up the bridge because you need to have them fall in water. Even though you can have them fall in the water, just put more water. This set isn't real.
Also, what does an R-rated version of this movie do for this movie when there's just laser blasts?
Well, no. As far as I know, there is like actual gore. Like the scene where he's supposed to shoot something out of the top of his head. Yeah, no, that's the same way. It does in the actual thing. Wait, really? You won already? Why does this feel hollow?
Because now they see the big tank thing. where are the tank thingies?
Yeah, no, the thing that we got... The thing we got mention of, but didn't actually get to see yet. Man, you are stupid. Run away! See? That's all it needed to do!
Hey, look, they destroyed the brain.
Oh no, they failed in their plan.
Hey, here's an interesting question. When are you gonna summon your bird?
Help me with this helmet. Support the neck. Strange, I'm not seeing any wounds.
Oh, there you go.
See? Literally! Excuse me, you would do triage at the first moment you're able to get them stable on a gurney.
Okay, this one's pulse is very low. Wait, that's not.
Thank you. Just kill all of them. They're terrible medics. Although, to be fair, they have shot all the good ones when they recommend they stay in bed. To give credit.
Give me the charges.
Charges.
Looks like it. Looks like she's dying.
Why do you need this many explosives?
Just gotta make sure. Why are you feeling sad about this? These are the bad people.
Why did it turn on?
I have several questions about this.
Why did the face turn on?
Wait, there are people in here? Those people are probably enslaved! Why are you shooting them?
For this scene?
They're...
Wait.
Why are they using actual soldiers down here? They should be slaves. Or robots. You know, one of the two.
What?
They're so... Oh, God. Such a fucking rage on. For fucking hero deaths.
Wait, he said I don't think I want to die.
But if I must.
But if I must! But...
Together.
Why together? They barely know each other. He was the first one, she was the last one we got. God, I miss what's character so much.
You're doing nothing! You're quite literally doing nothing! Thank you! Thank you! Finally! Wait, did he really stop everyone from shooting? Fucking really? That was your choice?
I need Robot Man to do the robot thing. This is the only fight sequence that matters now, apparently.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. Because we've been building up for a fucking movie and a half. I fucking hope so he'd eventually fucking matter.
He better have like some fucking cool techno sword.
Just... every...
Hey, look at his broken crown. It would have been cooler if he was a fucking sniper on this.
It would have been cool? Anything but this. This doesn't work the same.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no sniper on the Ridge character. There's no, like, Omen. Like, this would be cooler if he was like a sniper on the Ridge, and then he starts doing shit.
Yeah, he runs out of ammo in his thing. Yeet!
Is he just Superman out of it?
Yes. Yes, because he's Superman. While the girl was Jesus, he's Superman.
Oh my god!
You're such a hack! Who the fuck's this guy?
I love that we have, like, Captain Phasma level of jobbers.
Captain Phasma, but at least Phasma was in the first fucking movie.
Also, how did you just, like, clearly
Oh no, oh no, he's trying to do Old Boy. Oh no.
No, it's not.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's trying, but doesn't understand a single thing about it. Let's go.
No.
What? I'm genuinely confused.
Burn herself on it?
Does not just the blade fucking catch fire? That is a terrible design!
But you know what makes sense why she has to have gauntlets, or they have to have super gloves.
But that's stupid! That's stupid design! That's like, again, if your weapon causes you more pain than to use it, then you're just gonna use a gun!
Yeah, I think that's why they predominantly it's gonna explode, and the ship is now going to lopside because it's battlefield.
Yeah, no, it's gonna do the thing that happens in Star Wars. Yeah,
like,
we know it's gonna do the thing. Sir! All the explosives. Hey guys, did you not look at the thing that looks tampered with? Wait, did you really not look at the thing that looked like it was tampered?
The thing that has eyes?
The thing that has eyes and now 7 dimples?
Fire at will.
What did Will do?
But also can immediately explode, like when they're trying to fire the cannon. Oh, so it missed. That's great.
Hope there wasn't fields there, because then otherwise, oh no, the grain!
No, but if I just got, why would you have it?
Hey, iframes, jump immediately into the air as it's crashing. You'll be fine, I swear.
No, do the fridge thing! Do the fridge thing! Okay, can I ask a question? Why did the Asian lady have to die?
Because it's a trope. For them to die with honor.
I believe her character
It's
the mother. Why'd the mother have to die?
Yeah, because the trope. Because the trope, Falgi. What part of this do you not understand? It's the trope.
Like, she has no ties to the planet.
Well, again, like if we're talking about Kurosawa, I mean, about the Kurosawa Seven Samurai. Yes, some of the characters die. Hell, even in Battle Beyond the Stars, the Star Cowboy genuinely sacrifices himself in a way similar to the mother, but he had gone through an actual journey, eventually, like understanding that. Because in his version, he had been running away the entire time, and only at that last moment did he decide, hey, I'll follow this kid to my death. And realize, yeah, I'm gonna die here. I accept it.
We honor them now, in the only way we can. By remembering their names.
Wow.
Honor.
To find and to fight.
Like, I find it very funny that it's like, yeah, my brain was like, oh yeah, no, a few more characters from this story will die, and it's like, no, two of the 7, and then one of them immediately got replaced by the robot.
Yeah, and it feels like she shouldn't have been replaced.
Yeah, the issue is the fact that it doesn't, the deaths don't feel right. They feel like they died for the story, rather than dying because their character was actually outwitted. Or anything. Like, again, especially since I saw all of a sudden the characters that had guns all had swords. It's just like, why though? Why?
Before you do anything, there is an after credits thing. Or a mid-credits stinger.
If he's going for 6 movies, this is gonna be funny because it's not gonna fucking matter at all. Because like, the fact he even got 2, he should consider himself fucking lucky. And, by the way, hey, telling people that you were incredibly limited by Netflix is going to burn a fucking bridge, which you fucking did, Zach. like, as much as I will definitely say there is a slight track record for them doing, like, limiting certain projects, saying it aloud halfway through production is not how you solve that problem.
So at the time of recording, there
Yeah.
is a very funny video.
Ray Fisher got credited even though he was in a single frame. Thanks, Jimmy.
There is a very funny video where Conan O'Brien, comedian Conan O'Brien, is on Hot Ones, a program about eating hot wings, answering questions. And one of the things is he jokingly makes fun of Max. I think this is where we'll get back to it. I think this is this thing. So let's see it. So we just discussed that Snyder, complained about Netflix.
Yeah, complained about Netflix's limitations, even though I'd say Netflix's limitations on him are incredibly strenuous in comparison to most creatives who usually don't get the level of carte blanche he got.
So, at the time of recording, there is a comedian, Conan O'Brien, did an interview on the very popular YouTube show, Hot Ones, where he makes fun of HBO Max changing their name to Max because because he thinks it's really dumb to take a very recognizable name and make it some random guy's name. That's a funny joke at your creator's expense.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, hell, fucking John Oliver did something very similar where he mocked the fact that Max also became Max because, yeah, it's fucking stupid. You should just call it HBO. It's a fucking recognizable name and it's been around for so goddamn long. When people want to talk about the quality of a TV show, they'll call it HBO level. Like, you've got iconography. Why the fuck are we rebranding?
Exactly.
It's like with Twitter and fucking X. God, yeah, that's a stupid one. But yeah, no, fucking, I don't have really anything to say. I've said it throughout the entire fucking, like, commentary. Just, it doesn't have the payoff that it feels like it should. The story feels like it's trying to get to an ending that it's decided is the most logical, even though it is absolutely fucking not. The characters are less characters because this is primarily a fight scene beyond some exposition being at about 30-minute mark. And then at that point, it doesn't fucking matter. Because this world doesn't feel like a world either. Like, it feels like a set to a certain degree. And I'm not sure if that's because of just how it's written, how it's directed, how it's shot. I can't put words on why it feels like a set, but it feels like one. Unlike any sci-fi story I've watched recently. It feels like The Mandalorian, Andor, and all those things, they've convinced me those are planets, those are worlds. I'm not feeling that here.
Why is this Zack Snyder's worst film? It is not because it's the most creatively bankrupt, which I feel like if I look at creatively bankrupt, I I still think Army of the Dead is very creatively bankrupt.
Oh yeah, no, it's the most creatively bankrupt. I think that it tops this one out by a country mile.
I think that the first part of this movie, I would also argue, is very creatively bankrupt in the way of it doesn't feel like a movie; it feels like a montage. Which
Well, that's because it was.
Movie,
that's what it was.
but that's what I'm saying, because this movie starts as a montage, but at least there's some forward momentum. Here, this is what I will say. This movie is empty because they killed their two best characters in the first movie, Ray Fisher and oh my god, what is that dude's name from Pacific Rim? He's the Sons of Anarchy guy. I can't remember his name.
I know who you mean. I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head too. Although
they're the most interesting characters because they're the ones that feel like they have story momentum. What is the story and momentum of Korra? it's a 6-movie payoff. Titus is the most important character in this movie by far, sure, but he also has to have a 4 to 6 movie payoff. James, the robot, 4 to 6 movie payoff. I don't even know the indigenous character's name. That is really sad.
It is sad, but it's not like they fucking called him. It's not like they say his fucking name. It's the prince. Like, I'm gonna call him the prince
we will
because
call him the prince.
Yeah.
The prince technically already had his payoff moment because he did the thing.
Yeah.
He didn't even rally creatures native to the planet.
To be fair, that would have been the worst trope, and I'm pretty sure Zack Snyder would have been lampooned. So I appreciate him not doing that yet. However, we still got 4 fucking movies.
Like, he has to do it. He literally. But we saw it. But that's not true though, because we saw it on his planet. His planet.
Yeah, we saw his little griffin boy.
The griffins are. Well, not just that. The griffins are attacking the spaceships when his mom commits suicide for whatever fucking reason his mother commits suicide.
Because she failed to save the planet, I think. I don't know.
No, she wanted to end the bloodline so he can go into exile and hiding. But they still know
That's
he
still
exists.
stupid.
He's an adult man.
We knew he was the exiled prince before we knew his name.
Like he's an adult man. He's not a fucking baby that's in hiding. Like, that's the thing. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, and that's what it is. This movie deserves to be his lowest rated movie because at the end of the day, it is nothing. It is a He already failed creating a world that was the world that was supposed to come out of Army of the Dead, and this movie was given the chance to create a world, and he so unsuccessfully did so. It is sad. A failed Star Wars script this was. But I think what is egregiously obvious is that it wasn't just a failed Star Wars script. It was a failed Kurosawa knockoff. Because it is very clear that everything they could have done to make it Star Wars adjacent, they did. What was this supposed to be in the Star Wars universe? The beginning of the Jedi Order? Where does this fit? They retooled the script, but it's very obvious they didn't retool it enough.
Well, that's the thing. Okay, so this would take place. So this is definitely after the fall of the Empire. Let's think. Are we assuming any of these one characters are a thing? Because this is definitely during the time of the Empire. Let's assume that this would very likely be sometime in the post Order 66, but pre New Hope stuff. So that's a 30-year. We've got a 33-year span. You can fit something in there, nice and gentle. Especially since we still have the problem of constant Jedi.
Well, that's why I was saying, like, the thing that is why it's important to talk about what this was as a failed script, to me anyways, is when you're critiquing this movie, you have, I don't remember the first movie having such an egregious title crawl. But
no, it wasn't there. I don't remember it at all.
But for the second movie to have such an egregious title crawl for as an allusion to Star Wars is so, it's so overwhelming. And I think you and I think have the same point, where it's this script is apparently a retooled script, but apparently it's A, not retooled enough, or B, it's just not working. Snyder, I don't know how many people were in writing of this script.
I think I saw 4 people credited. 2 of them were Zack Snyder. I think the original script was Zack Snyder and another guy, and the script was the story was Zack and another guy, I think.
But I find myself at the point where I shouldn't even say me, us saying I told you so to friends who have, started to come around with Snyder being a hack. A lot of the people who gave him leeway, and I say too much leeway, with Justice League in our watch of it, you and I discussed that, honestly speaking, as much as you can hate on the Whedonisms, which you can, the Whedon film feels a little bit more cohesive than whatever fucking 5-hour monstrosity we had to watch.
Mm.
These two movies do not need extended cuts. They do not need R-rated versions. If anything, you should have made this into a series, much like every other Netflix thing.
Mm.
Netflix
Well, I mean, if you could make it a series, but he wants to pretend he's cinema, even though apparently at this point, despite all the Snyder fans being like, "But his movies make more money than the James Gunn ones," it's like, yeah, but why the fuck isn't he being given movies anymore? Is it because people saw the downward trend of every single one of his movies and could see that it wasn't working anymore because we've kind of gotten past grimdark as a fucking art form? Because all it is for him is grimdark rather than actually telling something in the world of a grimdark story. You know, like Sin City, like the first time he fucking did this. I still need to double check to the rest of his, like. I'm afraid of reading one of the comic books I've got and just realizing that he stole a lot more from a comic book than I'm realizing. Because yeah, no, having gone back to Batman v Superman, yeah, no, that a lot of that's Superman Year One, like especially issue 3, which bugs me because I'm just like, why? Why did you take off so much from Frank Miller? Why?
Snyder is a very good storyboarder. What
Mm.
he's not good is a very good illustrator. There is an illustration to movie making. It's not just camera cuts. It's not just scene dressing. It's the way the camera follows what is supposed to take place. There is recently I watched a
Go ahead.
video. Recently, I watched a video on the creative process behind Inoue, famous mangaka. Uh, he created Vagabond and Slam Dunk,
Mm-hmm.
and I think his way of looking at creation is what Snyder thinks he does.
Mm-hmm.
Inoue always says that the creations in his brain exist. He is just a documentarian placing the panel to page.
Mm-hmm.
That is what this felt like. This is his war epic. He is hitting the scenes. He did the downturned flag. This feels like he wants so hard to be almost a documentarian to a world that exists. The problem is that it, like you said, rings hollow.
Yeah, well, again, it's the same thing that I've said pretty sure the last 3. It's like he's always able to make it. He's able to show the scene. He's able to show the death of Superman single spread comic page, but he doesn't understand why the past 500 fucking issues of Action Comics matter to the death of Superman. He just wants to get to death of Superman. That's why it happened in the second fucking movie. That's why he did Zod first. Zod, literally, in the fucking... We watched Superman 1 and 2. Zod was second movie. Because even the fucking director, back in the day, understood payoff for having shown this character actually working before he deals with a threat that is supposed to destroy him.
And it's crazy that
it's like, hey, guess what? You know what made me care about the fucking death of Ratcatcher 1 in the Suicide Squad movie? A movie he's not even in, but in just flashbacks, but still made me care about him? because they showed his kid genuinely loving her dad for trying his fucking best. And hey, Polka Dot Man, a stupid fucking character design I care for. You know why? Because I saw his demons. I got to see the character before he got squished by a giant fucking starfish. That's what you need to do to make me care. You show me an actual character. Don't show me their backstory. Show me a character. They are allowed to use their backstory to reveal stuff like Ratcatcher did, or how Ming or Polka Dot Man, showing that both of them are traumatized by events outside of their control. But you still have to pay off after that point.
I often in my mind compare Michael Bay and Zack Snyder.
No, they're the accurates. They're comparable.
They are parallel, and I think it's very interesting to look at what Michael Bay can do versus what Zack Snyder has done. Michael Bay has, provenly so, whether I love his movies or not, which most of them are okay. There are
some have aged. Some have very much aged. Especially Transformers 2. That one with the gay dog thing.
Yes, gay dog. Both Asian and Hispanic racism robots. But he has shown that he can create franchises because he understands that it's the characters first. If you want a franchise, you need to hit the mark from day one. But Snyder, these last 3 movies, and I'm saying 3 as his DC venture, his last 3 ventures, we'll say. DC.
Well, his last 3 adventures would be Army of the Dead, this Miss Scargiver, or I'm forgetting the name of the first fucking movie.
No, it's the ruined child or something, and then it's Scargiver. No, I'm gonna say his last 3 ventures. So his DC, Army of the Dead, and fuck is this movie called? Rebel Moon. Excuse me.
We're forgetting this movie as we're talking about it.
Fuck it.
All right, you might need to eat, buddy. So we should probably wrap it up soon.
Let me finish my point. What I have found is that him getting promised franchises is the issue, because he is more concerned about establishing the franchise than creating a knockout hit from start to finish. It's just the truth. He is not concerned with a singular movie. He tells himself that he's concerned with 6 movies down the line when the first movie sucks. That's just and Bay does not do that. Bay doesn't do that. He makes every movie like it's going to be the last one,